Hi, welcome to the Saturday Show. I'm Kurt Vincent with the Bladen Journal. My guest this week is Dawn Maynard. She is the Executive Director of the Elizabethtown-White Chamber of Commerce. Welcome, Dawn.
Thank you for having me.
The reason we wanted to have you this week was to talk about the upcoming White Lake Water Festival. I understand it's the 33rd year.
It is.
That's great. And it's been more and more successful every year we seem to have it.
It continues to grow, and we continue to try to add more events and try to think of things that we can do to draw all ages, something for everybody.
Right.
I think we've got it. We've got a lot going on.
Great. Now it kicks off, I guess, Saturday night. You have your pageant.
We do. It'll be at BCC. It starts at 7 o'clock, and then we'll have the following weekend. We'll start with Friday night with a street dance at Golston's Beach, and it's free to the public, and we'll have a big bluegrass band.
Okay.
Can't get it out this morning.
Well, now back with the pageant, how many categories of queens will there be crowned?
There is 4 different categories.
Okay. Based on age?
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
that's great.
Yeah, we did eliminate the ambassador category this year, but we've got a good turnout. I know we have over 25 girls participating, so
Good.
that's 25 or 26 that we ended up with.
Okay.
The phone started ringing at the last minute, so we allowed a few late entries into the pageant, but it's larger this year than it was last year.
Now, are they primarily local Bladen County folks?
Most of them are. Some are folks that own property that stay during the summer, you know, have a second home, and they're very active, involved with things going on around White Lake.
Okay. Now, I imagine White Lake is just itching to get going and open for the season.
Yes, because the water festival generally is what kicks off the season for us in the spring, and then we'll be busy from this point on.
Right. Now, I know you've had some triathlons out there, and that brings some folks in kind of before the season, but the festival will really bring a lot of folks from all around the region, I guess, to this area.
That is correct. I understand the hotels are filling up, some are full, and you know, we hope to have really great weather. That'll be the determining factor on the success of the festival, is a little bit with Mother Nature.
Right. Now, you mentioned what will be going on Friday next weekend. Now, what will be going on Saturday, which seems to be the big day, I guess?
Saturday morning we'll start with a parade. It'll start at 10 o'clock, and it'll start at Camp Clearwater and go all the way down to Highway 701. Our Daniel Pate is our was the Grand Marshal this year. Yes, okay. He's a local resident, and he's a very successful recognized wakeboarder, so he'll be leading the parade. And then following the parade, everything will happen at 2 locations. It'll be at Golston's Beach with the arts and craft vendors. We'll have a semi-professional wrestling arena set up. We'll have entertainment all day long underneath the tent, starting with Mr. Jimmy Gatlin, who is a local performer, followed by the Barking Lots Canine Fashion Show, which is always very popular. And then we'll follow that with music staggered throughout the day, in and about 6 o'clock. We have a petting zoo, clowns, we have karaoke DJ. The fire department has their annual fundraiser. Folks will have to go to the fire department to pick up their plates, but they'll sell barbecue for $6. And they're always very successful, and I hear it's really, really good every year. And then over on Highway 701, which is something that excites me, because that site used to be limited to the tractor pull and then Sunday's event, but now we've grown into the classic car show over there. We have a cornhole tournament that's going on, a volleyball tournament, and we're also adding inflatable bounce houses to give the kids something to do, and continuing with the lawn and garden tractor pull as well.
So the festivities will be spread out just a little bit more than usual.
Yes, and if someone is you know, wanting to take an aerial view, we're going to offer helicopter rides this year. For $25, they can go up. They can take, I think it was 3 people at a time. They'll circle the festival site and around the lake, and where the loading and unloading for that will be just down from the fire department at the old Melfest grounds where the concerts were held. And so we're really excited. I think that'll be really neat.
Now, as far as the parade on Saturday, how many entries do you anticipate having?
Gosh, last year we had over 100, and just yesterday I set up with our chairperson there. I think she added about 12 or 13 just in yesterday's phone call. So, and I've taken a lot today. So I won't say that we'll be right at 100 again, but I assume we'll be pretty close.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the helicopter rides, which is new this year. Are there any other new activities that might be coming up, or?
I would say that's the main thing that we've added new this year. The cornhole toss was something we added new last year, and it was very successful. We're going to keep that. The bounce houses is new over on Highway 701, and the approach there was all of these different activities, something for the little ones to do.
Right.
So, you know, I think along with that and the variety of arts and crafts and different kids novelty things that we'll have in the booths, I would say that's probably the newest things that we've added.
Now, another thing that people look for at festivals is food. I assume there will be food opportunities there for folks?
There are, but I'll tell you, to be honest, the Water Festival, we really limit the outside food that we serve, primarily because we want it to be a very successful fundraiser for the fire department. So what they started several years ago is they started investing in different concessions. So they'll have your hot dogs and your nachos and your snow cones and all of those items as well.
Plus there's the local restaurants that
oh, definitely,
are there
yeah. All their doors will be open, and they're looking for a very busy day.
Now on Sunday, there's a whole other set of activities. Tell us about those.
Okay, before I move to Sunday, we do have a dance Saturday night at Crystal Beach, and it's $10. We're not doing advance tickets, it's all at the door, and we're doing the Blackwater Rhythm and Blues. So, and that's a little bit of mix of some local talent in that band, so I think it'll draw a good local crowd as well as the tourists that are here.
Right.
And then they can wake up Sunday, and we'll start the events off with our 1 mile fun run at 8 o'clock and follow that with a 10K race and a 10K relay. Hoping those numbers will grow this year, and then about 1 o'clock we'll have the firefighters competition over on Highway 701. And that pretty much completes the weekend's events.
Okay, now how many people does this generally attract? Do you have any idea?
I'm told with the count with the police department, it's a 6,000 to 7,000 people throughout the weekend, you know, and you have to think there's 2 or 3 locations of things going on and a constant rotation of people. They say that festival goers spend an average of 2 to 3 hours at a festival. So you have a constant new group of people going throughout the day.
So good. Well, hopefully we'll get that number or even a little more.
I hope so. I hope so. 33 years, we should continue to grow.
Yeah. Not only the businesses in White Lake benefit from this, but also downtown Elizabethtown and other areas of Bladen County, I'm sure, too.
Absolutely, because folks roll into town Friday, and they spend the whole weekend. They eat in the restaurants, they go shopping downtown, and they definitely spend money throughout the county. Right,
and there are other things that they can go see, Lou Mill Vineyard, Harmony Hall, there are other attractions.
Sure, and we encourage any events that are going on outside of what's being planned from the Water Festival Committee to let us know. We'll put the information out there and let everybody know what else they can go do.
Okay, great. Well, Dawn, I appreciate you coming by and letting us know, and we certainly hope that it's a real successful weekend.
Thank you again for having me.
All right. Thank you for joining us on the Saturday show. Y'all have a good week.